All right, welcome back, my fellow optimists. Rowan the Optimist here. You already know, episode 3 of the Park Podcast. We in here. It's a sunny, funny day. It's very nice. First nice day in a while. Pretty cool. Yeah, just out here. Man, I was nervous to do. I don't know. I gotta get back into momentum. Well, I'm feeling good now. I was nervous to hit the record button, bro. I don't know. But once we get into momentum and everything, we should be better. But yeah, what are we talking about today? Sorry about, I want to post like once a week, one of these. This has just been super busy. Dropped Lost It yesterday. Feel me, Go Stream Lost It. Banger, positive banger, certified banger. Crazy song. So yeah, I've been busy with that. I've been busy with like music and shit. That's a whole beast in itself, like doing music, doing the marketing, content creation, doing everything. That's been a whole beast, but I still could have got out here, but it's all good. This is mostly for myself and shit, but people find it interesting, but it's mostly for myself, just to improve my skills, just be in my frame and all that, improve like that type of shit. And it'll just be really cool. I feel like this will be really valuable to look back on in like 5 years. Like, I'll be very happy that I filmed this and captured my thoughts at this current time, because I'm sure like a lot of people who are successful, they wish they had this sort of footage before they were successful. So that's kind of the same mindset I have right now. It's just like, I think this footage is going to be so cool to look back on in like 5 years, to like see what was going through my head and everything. So yeah, that would be cool. It's mostly just for myself. And yeah, probably a lot of people probably won't even fuck with it, because it's just like about me and my stuff. So if someone like likes me, but definitely, I feel like what would make it, if I actually wanted to like make the podcast or whatever, which is a whole nother beast, I would probably have to talk about like other things, like not make it about me kind of thing. I like Julian's mindset. Like Julian, like before he posts, he'll be like, he tries to first like take himself out of it. Doesn't care about like how he looks or like what, like how he says something or whatever. It's more just like, he asks himself like, is there good information? Can people learn from this kind of thing? Is there value in this piece of content? So then like how you look or whatever is kind of irrelevant. You take yourself out of it, which I really like. Yeah, I definitely eventually just want to go. That's how I look at like music and stuff and general content creation. It's like, first of all, like I want to make a living from it, just like creating music, like that's like number one. But two, I also just want to like generally help people and make valuable content too. This is very beautiful out here. It's very cool. Very, very cool. I genuinely want to make like value. That's kind of the whole point of Leo. I see music as like a service. I just want to, like, that's the brand of Leo Optimist. I want to be just this optimistic, positive figure in this world for someone or some people, you know what I mean? It's just like, that's kind of the lane I want to be in, which is probably a little more niche than, because a lot of people are probably pretty neurotic. So who knows? I probably find a bigger audience if I made music more like neurotic, negative music, but I'm just not congruent with that. I would hate that shit. I'm way more congruent with like Leo Optimist and shit. So hopefully, I'm just trying to find the tribe right now. That's like the hardest thing. I think the music will really hit with people. I just need to find the people that fuck with it. You know what I mean? That fuck with the vision. I think that's just like the hardest thing right now, is just finding my audience, just finding the tribe and the vision and people who get it. My friends, I feel like definitely get it, but to go outside of that, and I think it just needs like the social validation and everything. So we see, that's the route I'm going with for sure. Oh my goodness. I walked in a bad place. This is what I get for not walking the main path. I don't know. I don't know. I just didn't want to walk past these one people, so I took like a side path, and it's all fucking muddy and shit. I should have stayed on the main path or whatever. Maybe I can walk back over and shit. But yeah, we've been doing that, running ads and everything. Yeah, this is the second month in a row posting. Yeah, we got Lost It. Next month I want to drop fucking, what's it called? I Know Right. That'll just be it's like a love song banger, but it's like it's like pop rap melody. Yeah, it's just like good hook, really catchy hook, really positive, like a more like love song kind of thing. So yeah, that would be cool. What else have I been thinking? Yeah, just general mindset. What have I been fucking with? I fuck with just like, I guess for like confidence or something. I'm fucking with just like, I'm the shit for no reason kind of mindset. And I really like it because it makes sense. Like, it's not just like a dumb like affirmation you can tell yourself. Because like when you're a kid, like when you're born, you know what I mean? You're enough. You don't need to like prove yourself or anything. Like no one's expecting any validation from like a child or something. Hold on, let me tie my shoes. Cinematic shot type shit. I hate these laces, bro. They're so bad. Type shit. But yeah, fuck, what was I saying? Oh yeah, no one's expecting like a baby to validate itself. There's no like reason you would like validate a baby, you know what I mean? There just exists. So it's just like you're enough by just existing, and that doesn't change. Like, why would that change? If you had it since day one as a baby, why would that now change? You're an adult, nothing happened. Like the only thing that happened was just like social conditioning or shit that just like told you, like limiting mindsets, limiting beliefs that got like instilled on you, you know what I mean? So it's pretty cool. Yeah, that definitely helps. Yeah, I've been thinking that. What else? Yeah, that's pretty tough. Yeah, I've been thinking, trying to rock. I just want to rock. I just want to rock. I just want to rock. Yeah, I guess it's like taking more action. Yeah, the music taking action. Be cool. Like social skills. I guess something I was just thinking in the car is social skills. Social skills is really funny. It's definitely something I want to like take more action on that I know. And you just got to hop in. I just got to I know next Saturday with my brother and his girl, we're going to like this like DJ set thing. Sometimes in Toledo, they just be like doing shit in some places. It's some like sort of DJ set. It's a social, like, you know, people gather around, social gathering type shit. And yeah, I'm excited for that. I want to just be able to like free associate, talk with a bunch of people. That's my goal. And yeah, but I could be doing more with that type shit. I could go out like every weekend or whatever. I could definitely make it work. It's just yeah, it's just hard. It's similar to, I need to treat it like the gym. Like social skills, it's the equivalent how it's like treated. It's so funny. Like imagine with the gym, imagine if a bunch of people just like stood around and just like talked about going to the gym and like theorizing about it, talking about like gym techniques, talking about like, what if you did the bench press like this? And then like going and starting a podcast about the gym, or going and making like a bunch of videos about the gym or whatever, you know what I mean? But it's just like, at the end of the day, it's just like, just go to the gym. That's where you're gonna see the prize. So it's the same thing with like social skills. You just gotta, if you actually want to improve in it, like, you know, you can watch a couple like Julian videos or whatever, but you got to go do it. You know what I mean? You actually have to go to the gym or the social gathering, you know what I mean? And practice. Like that's where the progress is. And sure, maybe with like the gym, you know, you don't look like a complete idiot. Maybe you learn how to like somewhat bench press, but it's just like, you'll figure that shit out. You know what I mean? How I first did the bench press wasn't how I do it now. You know what I mean? I figured out a lot of shit in like the 3 years I went to the gym. You know what I mean? My bench press from day one is very different from the last month bench press. You know what I mean? Learned way more technique, way more skill, like way more efficient, and just like way better. You know what I mean? So probably the same shit with social skills. Yeah. Oh yeah. going back to the one thing I wanted to speak on, yeah, like with the content, I guess I'm just like making this is just for, these videos are just like for me and shit, because I want to eventually do like content where I'm like give it, like make it about, like not about me, and it's just like good information. I just feel like I just don't know if I'm justified right now to like give advice or give information. I feel like I need to like go out and actually like do shit, you know what I mean? Not just like be in my room making songs or whatever, or just like making videos, you know what I mean? Like actually go out and like do shit and like create change, get results, and then come back and give like the advice or whatever and make the content valuable, you know what I mean? That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, so I don't know. Yeah, I'm probably not, I don't know if it's justified for me to give advice at the moment. Maybe it is. Yeah, you know how we rocking. Yeah, I'm excited, but yeah, that's what I'd be doing. I'm trying to think how the first month, yeah, I ran like meta ad, I ran like a link, so basically it was just like a cool music ad for Love You, like some like video, and then it took you to like a landing page where you could click to get to the song. You go to like Spotify, YouTube, or Apple Music, and it was so strange, like it did fucking like, I'm trying to think the numbers at the end. It had like 700 convert, so it had like over 10,000 impressions, right? Had like 700 conversions or 800 like website conversions, which means like people got to the landing page, and like many hundreds got to the fucking Spotify, but nothing actually like went up. Like stats like stayed pretty like the same. I didn't really gain any monthly listeners, didn't really get any streams, like, you know what I mean? So that was so confusing. I did some research, possibly there's like bot farms and shit in like other countries. It's possibly like Brazil or some shit. Like they'll just be like, you run an ad and they'll just like click farm that shit, like click farm your ad, but it's not actually like results. And I was like, damn, bro, that shit sucks, bro. Cause like, I wish that ad did well. Cause like, if I had 700 people visit the Spotify, that should have been like 700 more like monthly listeners. Like that would have been dope. That would have been worth it, because it was like 100, it was like 130, 140 type of thing. So yeah, that would have made sense. I would have been like, okay, yeah, 130 for like 700 monthly listeners. That would have been cool. But that did not happen. that did not happen at all. Which was very disappointing. But Losta just came out. Only ad I have right now is an Instagram ad, like on Instagram itself, and to like visit the profile, and that's definitely doing already pretty better. So it's spent like $4 or $6 so far. I've already gotten like 5 or 6 followers from it, so that seems like a pretty interesting way to actually get your like followers out, or to actually like reach an audience. That's pretty interesting. I do want to try the meta ads again. I might try to run, I'm gonna run like Lost It. Maybe it was the song, maybe, or the caption. And also with the meta ad, I wanna run like a playlist, like people share the playlist, because that would be super ideal to run a playlist that people can save and everything, and just be in charge of my own playlist and shit. And another thing, it is like against Spotify's like rules and shit, but like charging people to be on the playlist and stuff, people make a lot of money off that. Yeah, I'd probably do that, because I don't know how they would know, because if I'm like privately taking Cash App payments or Venmo payments like in private, how would they know? How would they know that? So I don't know how they figure out about the Spotify playlist, like people I'd be adding if I'm taking like private money, you know what I mean? So yeah, so I was thinking that'd be some extra income. But yeah, no, I'm conflicted on what to do, because like it's pretty interesting. Like obviously run the ads, like if you could like run ads on like every Instagram post, like that'd be pretty ideal. But it just costs like a lot of money. So I'm like conflicted on like, should I start like a business or something where I like make the money type of thing before doing the artist stuff so I can like fund it type of thing, or should I just go trying to be, because that's the number one thing, I want to like just make money off the art and the artistry. So it's like, should I just try to build that up? Should I build like an e-commerce business or something? Like what's the move? But I'm just gonna do the number one option, like the thing that I would want to do the most, which is like just getting the audience on Spotify and Apple Music, and then just getting paid off the streams off that. That would be the most ideal thing. So yeah, we're just gonna keep documenting the journey. I'll let you know either this episode or 2 episodes from now how like the playlist ad goes. I'm very curious on that. And what was the other ad? Oh yeah, YouTube ad. I wanted to run, you run ads on like your music video. I wanted to see how that goes. You can run like Google ads on like a music video you do. So that might be cool. We'll see how that goes. Type shit. Yeah, I'm just trying to think. Yeah, YouTube makes sense because that's how I've discovered a lot of artists. Like I just see like a random music video. That'd be cool, get audience from that. And then, yeah, the main thing, yeah, just getting like a social value. Like, man, dude, if you can get one good show, I feel like you can get one good show that shows like the social validation and everything, that would be like, that's so good for the brand. That'd be amazing for the brand. Because that's what I've seen, like a lot of artists, they have a really good clip of them at a show and like in front of a crowd, and the crowd just going nuts. Like even if it's like 100 people, like they're just going nuts. And that does so much for the social proof. Social proof, that's the word. I was talking about this with myself earlier. The social proof, when an artist has like the really good concert footage, that's the footage I see on like Instagram Reels that does well. It's like an artist like at the show, getting like the concert footage type of thing, you know what I mean? Because there's just so much social proof, and I feel like that's what really gets it popping. So if you can somehow manage to have like 1 or 2 fire shows and get like really good footage from that, that would be the shit. That would be the shit to do. That would be like extremely impressive. Or like that would just get the ball going, because then you'd have like the social proof. So yeah, that's kind of the journey right now. And I guess staying like patient. I just want it so bad, but I know I have to fall in love with the process and shit, but it's just so hard because at points I fucking hate it. I hate like sometimes like posting and editing and shit. It's not what I want to do, but it's just what I have to do. You know what I mean? I hate running ads, but I gotta fall in love. I gotta fall in love with the process, and things will just pan out. I just gotta stay consistent, fall in love with the process, and and just be patient. You know what I mean? It's just gonna take time. It's just gonna take time. You know what I mean? But this is what I want to do. You know what I mean? It'd be so cool just to like build the audience, be able to get on Spotify. So yeah, I just have to really lock in on like playlists, the algorithms of stuff, like the algorithm of like Spotify playlist and everything. Really lock in on that, really lock in on ads, and yeah, really try to figure this shit out. And yeah, we can do it. I just don't know. Yeah, just reaching out for help. There's some guys who have like totally made it doing like meta ads and running like playlist ads and stuff, and they have like books and shit and videos. So I just study all that shit, study their books, I study their videos, I study like other artists, like what they did on like Instagram. I try my best and shit. So yeah, we're gonna figure it out. It's just a matter of time. Just gotta stay consistent. I'm so curious where I'm gonna be at the end of this year. I'm gonna be dropping a song every month and shit, and like running ads every month. So we will see where we're at. Like I wonder just how well that consistency is gonna do for like Spotify, if they see like this artist is going like every month or whatever. I really hope I really hope we're just at like an easy goal, I feel like, to hit by the end of the year, like 1,000 monthly listeners. Like, can we do that? I mean, I'm sure we'll be at like way more, but I feel like that's like a really easy goal to hit. We're at about like 135 right now and shit. Like, we can be like at 1,000 at the end of the year. But yeah, just gotta stay patient. And like, urgency. Yeah, try not to be like too urgent. Yeah, just falling in love with the process. Just calming down, making the best choices, trying to do that. But yeah, that's pretty much my life right now. Just like wake up every day thinking like, all right, how can we make this shit happen? How can we grow the audience? That's like number one question. And yeah, just keep making and dropping music. That's pretty much everything. Yeah, that's all on my mind. Yeah, but this episode was cool in the park. A little bit harder to film this one, but we'll get back in it and everything. And yeah, thank you all for listening, and thank you, Rowan, for filming this. Thank you to myself for filming this shit and getting it out there. And yeah, hopefully like once a week we can post these. It's been a nice day. Honestly, the weather has been, I still could have done it. There was still a whole nother day I could have filmed this, but I just didn't, type shit. But yeah, yeah, that's that episode. Thank you all. Peace out. Love you.